And we've been talking about preparing for a hurricane, but people often overlook what happens after. Crews tell me they see medical emergencies weeks after a storm hits. You might remember after Hurricane Ian, people in parts of Seminole County had to use boats to and from their homes for months because of the flooding. You might not see this much water, but there are things you should look out for. One that stands out to me a lot are trees.
So there's two different things that could happen. Of course, the wind type of the trees getting snapped.
But what about trees left standing in flooded areas?
If the root structure gets soft, we see trees topple down much later. It's normally, again, right around that flooded area.
If you're driving through flooding, there's an even bigger risk than getting stuck in your car.
We have sinkholes here in Florida, so if you can't see the roadway, you should not be on that roadway. Turn around, don't drown.
Also, don't walk in any water.
Water is contaminated. If you want to think about it, it's gone over cow fields, septic tanks, oil and gas over roadways. It is not safe to be in flooded water.
Not to mention, water can conceal power lines and other debris that can hurt you.
We really have a two-pronged hit when we have a hurricane. We have first the localized flooding, which is in the interior areas of the county. And then the second hit is about a week, sometimes a week and a half later, when all the water from Brevard, Orange County reaches to the St. Johns River through the tributaries and the creeks.
This high water rescue truck is a brand new tool that Seminole County is using to get results in its hurricane response. And this liftgate is going to make it easier for people to get on board.
We just purchased these vehicles last year in an effort to be able to get to people who are trapped by floodwaters. We actually have 54 inches of clearance, water fording capability on these vehicles. In the past, we have been in places where we couldn't get to people with our high water rescue vehicles, and we've had to put boats in the water.
And I got to hop on board.
How many people can actually fit in here?
We have room for 28 people, 3 crew members and 25 people that we can rescue out of the water.
Plus extra room for pets, wheelchairs, a few personal belongings, and additional rescue equipment that may be needed.
Standing water and moving water in 8 to 12 inches is enough to pull somebody off of their feet and into a drain.
And a good way to stay in the know about any dangers is to subscribe to alerts from your local county and local emergency management. They'll also give you updates about any shelters and any other resources available.